industry. Absolutely.
We're trying to figure out if I actually did do a story. Pretty sure I did, on the Langley Cruisin' when I first started here. I think that was the very first story I did.
Perfect.
About your T-shirt. Well, not about the T-shirt, but
a car girl.
What's the? You're usually wearing your.
Well,
your
this is kind of
this is a car shirt.
Well, it is absolutely. It's a car shirt. And in honor, I guess, if nothing else, of the Langley Cruisin' that just happened actually last weekend.
Right.
I wanted to just briefly talk about this shop that I stumbled upon this summer in Osoyoos.
Okay.
Yeah, JF Kustoms, and Kustoms is spelt with a K.
In this case, it would be.
Of course it is. Of course it is. Yeah, and then that's kind of in the Roger Barris vein too. He was the king of the customs, and it was always spelled with K's.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So that's kind of the tie-in there. But the really cool thing about this guy's shop is that he builds very expensive, very high-end hot rods. Now, he builds them for custom cars. He builds them for himself, but he also builds for other people as well.
I think we have some video of that.
Yeah, we do actually. We and there it is. So this is his latest creation. He took 3 Chryslers from the early 50s, grafted them together, and created a station wagon. And the station wagon actually comes very close to resembling, from a distance, a new Dodge Magnum. And he created this thing. It took him 11,000 hours. I figured that car is probably worth about $400,000 to $500,000.
Beautiful.
Yeah, and he took it to Detroit and came in second in the Riddler Awards, which is the biggest hot rod awards show in, you can say, in North America, so therefore you can pretty much say the world.
The world.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations to him.
Oh, yeah.
Nice work.
Yeah, JF Kustoms, yeah, JF Lanier. But what's really kind of cool about this is when I was finished with him, I told him we need to do something together. So we're looking at, well, at BCIT anyway, we're looking at doing somehow combining this guy's talents with offerings for young people to get into the trade, and combine that with the big carbon footprint green movement, of course, and looking at how does the automotive industry in general put their head around this carbon footprint issue, and what are the effects? What are all of the ramifications?
Well, great to get students involved in that. Yeah, definitely.
The timing could not be possibly better, and and it doesn't always have to center around research, because BCIT doesn't do a lot of research, but we do a lot of applied things. So take the research results and apply it, and basically check it and test it and validate it.
Great.
So then, that's kind of the stuff we're looking at doing.
Excellent. Well, let's get to some calls.
Yeah.
Well, we still have a couple minutes left. Andy in Prince George. Good morning, Andy.
Hi there. I'm looking to put posi traction into a Mazda pickup, and I'm just wondering if there's any side effects to that, or if it's okay.
Yeah, depending on how you do it, as long as you don't put a spool. As long as you don't put a spool
You're the expert, Rob.
in the rear axle, you'll be fine. The posi traction will have, of course, a set of clutches in it that will allow the vehicle to go around a corner. That's the biggest issue, and Sophie knows this, that the biggest issue is the turning radius.
I'm almost an expert.
Yeah. So you're going around a corner, if you have a spool in it, you end up by having one wheel hop around the other. Dangerous as all get out. So you don't want to do that. You want to use a rear axle that's got the clutches in it. And my suggestion would be to be a drop-in, say, a Ford 9-inch.
That's what I would say too.
they're bulletproof rear axles, and it'll take a little bit of fabrication, but hey, anything's possible. Just ask JF Lanier, but yeah, anything is possible.
Well, it was the 9-inch?
Yeah, Ford 9-inch.
Ford 9-inch.
If you want it really bulletproof.
Thanks for your call, Andy. I'm all over that. All right, email from Patty. This is one that I can definitely relate to. Why is it that my windshield wipers vibrate and rattle every time they wipe upwards? I just replaced them with new ones. I hear you, Patty. And Rob, kind man that he is, thoughtful man that he is, brought us a windshield wiper.
I just happened to have one handy,
From his wife's truck.
Yeah, sorry if, hopefully it doesn't rain by the time I get home, but I swiped this off of her car. What happens typically, and especially after a really long hot summer that we just had, when these get parked, they're parked in a way that puts pressure and tension on them. And if they sit in the sun for a long time, they tend to take on that shape. So I don't know if you can tell here, but they do flex.
Yeah.
So what this does is it will actually take that set. So what you do is if on the swipe up, and that's typical, on the way up it chatters. So if it chatters on the way up, what you do is you pull this back from the windshield.
Okay.
And I'll see if I can aim it at the camera. And
Yeah.
then turn, so if it's swiping up, twist it down.
Oh, okay.
And that's, I know the wiper manufacturers, oh, you shouldn't have to do that. Well, actually you do because of that heat setting. So it swipes up, you twist it down.
And it'll get back to that position.
Right, and it takes a little bit of force to do that. And these ones are fairly new also. These ones are pretty funky. These are from Bosch. The whole thing is, it's all plastic and it's really flexible.
You're going to put that back on your wife's car properly?
Oh, I think so. I think so.
All right,
yeah.
Thanks for that, Patty. One more call quickly. Barry in Richmond. Good morning, Barry.
Hi, good morning. I'm looking to buy a new car in around the $50,000 range, and I'm looking at Lexus, BMW, Acura. But my research always brings me back to the new Hyundai Genesis. The only problem is...
You're going to spend less than 50, I think,
You know,
right?
oh, a lot more. And you know what? I hate to cut him off, but I was always, from about 2000, always excited about Hyundai. Their designs were kind of, especially the Santa Fe, but they have one of the sweetest little engines. That they are so smooth, and Hyundai's warranty is unbelievable. And the fit and the finish of the new ones now, it rivals Toyota and Honda. Oh,
See, is it...
I love those cars.
Yeah, would you... sorry about
would.
that, Barry.
I
But would
would.
you recommend that one, then?
Absolutely, I would, and especially the Genesis. And I know a friend of mine, John's probably watching right now, and his mother-in-law has been bashing around the idea of getting a Genesis as well. And I just said,
yeah.
look, you know, you almost really don't even need to road testing. Just go get one. They're super value, and not to, you know, no pun intended, but they are a really good value, and they're bulletproof. They're just an amazing vehicle. I love them.
You got to get the commission on this sale.
I really should. If you're watching in Markham, Ontario. Yeah.
Thank you very much, Rob.
You're very
Great
welcome.
to have you in. Don't forget your windshield wiper.
No.
If you have more questions for Rob, you can reach him at his website, Backseat, yes. Backstreet boy, backseatdriver at shaw.ca. And if you have a question for one of our Ask an Expert guests, just email us, weekendnews@globaltv.com, and make sure you put the guest name in the subject line. Next week, travel consultant Claire Newell will be here. Does your wife know you have her windshield wiper?
No, but she does now.
She does now.